Never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Never gonna
It's gonna happen.
Oh,
hey!
Hi. Everybody. Welcome to Live from the Owl's Nest. I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
And together we're Royal Wise, providing computer software training and support while looking at the white dot, specializing in QuickBooks Online, Microsoft Office, and all things Apple. That would be me. So where are we getting started?
You choose. There we go.
Oh, that's
we're going to start by ending.
I'm going to go ahead and start by saying hey to Jeff Black, who's probably
Jeff.
Like on a boat somewhere.
On a boat,
He's
on a
in
beach.
Hawaii for the week. So again, we're going to be without our Jeff, but everybody needs a Jeff.
So if anybody's been trying to reach us and we haven't been answering, don't hold it against us. Jeff will be back.
He's on a well-deserved vacation.
Absolutely.
That is absolutely fine.
And if we ever wondered how much we love Jeff,
now's when we're remembering. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just mention what I've been up to. I am unfortunately back in the field. I love my people. I love supporting people. I don't love being in person right now, but I'll do it. We double mask. We take all of the standard precautions we need to, but it's been a wild week for me. I have literally set up a new Mac Apple computer every single day I've worked for almost 2 weeks now.
Wow. I've done,
I think, about 9 new machines in the last 2 weeks. I've taken them out of the box and I've done the data transfers.
Why are so many people getting new computers right now?
I am not sure what the flood is all about. Apple's new hardware is great and people love the M1 processors, and it's the 24-inch iMac and the new laptops, the 16-inch and 14-inch laptops. I did a 16-inch laptop this week. I got to touch one and play with one, and man, it was absolutely beautiful. No, you don't get to touch yours yet. Nothing for you. No.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can ask me.
When I finally get one? Will you set it up for me too?
Me? Yeah, I would absolutely love to, so that we don't have all these problems you're having with that one that I didn't get to set up.
Right.
I would love to do that correctly for you.
Yay, thank you.
That would be spectacular.
Do I get a discount?
No, absolutely. You do not get a discount. You're paying full price with icing. No, even this morning I had 3 new computers to order just today for more people. The iMacs we ordered today are going to be delivered, they said February 22nd through March 1st. So it's about a 3-week lag in delivery, just so everybody kind of knows when you do order, it takes a little bit of time to get there. But honestly, I've noticed they're getting here earlier than they say. So they'll say February 22nd. I'm expecting them around the 14th to 17th, like that. And then one of the 3 I didn't order today because she wanted a 27-inch iMac. And right now, if you order a 27-inch iMac, you get the old Intel processor. But the rumor is that come later this spring, there will be a 27-inch iMac Pro coming out with the M1 Max and M1 Pro processors. So if you do want 27-inch and you do want the new Apple Silicon M1 chips, then you've got to wait a little bit. And so she was absolutely more than willing to kind of say, I can wait a month or 2 and see, and then not order the 27-inch right now and just wait for that to happen. And I'll tell you, I love my M1 chip. I think it is spectacular. So if you ask me, that's my recommendation. As always, call, text, email. If you need help shopping, if you need help understanding what's going to be perfect for you, I'm happy to help and happy to give advice on the myriad of options of hardware that are happening right now. Now, I heard that Alicia also has some tips and tricks for business owners, specifically about money. So what did you learn?
I learned something new this 1099 season, and I definitely want to share it with all my business owner clients out there. So everybody knows that if you hire a vendor and you pay them more than $600 by using a bank account through the year, you do need to 1099 them. But I learned something about 1099 INT, or interest forms. Now, For all of you who are small business owners and you had put money into the company, either as a startup or just because you needed a cash flow infusion, there's two ways of doing that. One is just making an owner investment, calling it good. It sits on your equity and you're fine. Some people want to get paid back for that, and in which case you actually set it up as a shareholder loan to the company. And if you are doing a shareholder loan to the company, you have to actually formalize it by by creating a promissory note and then charging yourself a reasonable interest rate. So that part I already knew. What I didn't know is that if you are charging yourself this interest rate, you actually need to 1099 yourself. The business has to send a 1099 to yourself as the business owner, showing the interest that you then paid. So that was news to me. So I actually had to 1099 myself this year. So that was like new and exciting. Those 1099s you can't do through QuickBooks Online. You have to go to an external source. I discovered Track 1099, and they make it absolutely a breeze to do your 1099s. So that is my recommendation. So for all of you listening, it's your shareholder loans are not free money. You have to document it. You have to actually either pay the interest or add the interest to the loan, and you have to 1099 it.
And we do recommend, I mean, if you're, home these days and you're working from home, great. But if you're in an office or you own an office, especially if you're the head person, close the door before you 1099 yourself. You really don't want to do that in front of everybody. You just really don't want to. What?
I'm not sure what that means, and I'm not sure I want to know.
Or you go ahead and 1099 yourself all you want. I don't care.
Now, on that note, so for tidbits like that, we have I have a class coming up, or actually, Kathy Grosskirth has a class coming up with the Royal Wise Owls. So, yay, Kathy! So, for those of you who don't know Kathy, she is another member of the Intuit Trainer Writer Network and does a lot of training. She is she leads the West Atlanta Woodard group, and she's just absolutely phenomenal. And so on the 16th of this month, on February 16th, she is coming in to do an Accounting 101 class with me. And so this class is specifically designed for bookkeepers who are self-taught, or bookkeepers or anybody who knows how to use QuickBooks to manage your finances, but you don't understand the double entry counting that's all happening behind the scenes. So it's going to be everything like business entity types, what's a sole proprietor, an LLC, or an S corp. It's also the debits and credits, and we're going to do T accounts and all of the behind the scenes things that it's essential for bookkeepers to know. So we're putting the link in the chat, but this is being broadcast across a whole lot of sites. And so either you've got a link that you can click on, or go to royalwise.com and check the calendar so that you can sign up for Accounting 101 with Kathy Grosskirth.
Awesome. So here is a link for that calendar where you can go to the Royal Wise website and check out the calendar. Just go to royalwise.com, click the calendar link, or go to our Facebook page and look at our events there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention a class that I just did. You can still go enroll in it, and the video is already published, so you can actually go watch this class. But I did an OWLS portal tour. Of course, the OWLS is our on-demand web-based learning solution, and that is our learning portal. Go to our website and log in and watch some on-demand videos. Well, I did a 1-hour class on how to do that, how to log in, how to find your classes, how to find the ones you're enrolled in, the ones you've completed. What's the flight path? Well, that's our recommended path through our curriculum, and also how to access discussion boards and get questions answered and all sorts of great stuff. So if you're an existing member of our website, go check that out and learn all about it. If you're not, maybe go check it out to see what it's all about. See if you want to become a member of the Royal Wise Owls and learn all sorts of great fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that's different about us is that we're not just a webinar where you tune in and then it's done. We actually have a class portal, which is why it's called a class portal tour. But it has handouts, and it has discussion boards, and it has lists of the courses that you've taken, and there's quizzes, and there's a whole lot of different resources out there. And
there's community.
Yeah,
and that's another
exactly.
big thing, is that you can actually message other students. You can ask questions of the teachers. You can do all sorts of fun community type stuff. You can even change your avatar, change your little...
Put up your picture, which is awesome, because then we actually get to see who you are and what you look like.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about, you have another class that you just did that
Yeah.
you want to invite people to come and check out, even though it's already over.
Yeah. So a couple days ago, I just did my year-end cleanup class, and the reason why I'm bringing it up now after the fact is because I had such a flood of people go into it that it was a really popular topic, and I got amazing feedback from it. And so we are about to post the recordings in there so that everybody can take it. Basically, at this time of year, what I'm busy doing is looking over all my clients' books at all the PEBCACs, all the problem exists between chair and keyboard, all the errors that people are making in their files, which gives you bad data, which means you're paying the wrong taxes and you can't really analyze your business. So I pour through, I show all the tools that are built into QuickBooks to solve these problems and tell you all the hot spots for where people drop the ball and how to fix the problem so that when you actually hand off your profit and loss and your balance sheet to your accountant, you know that they're right and you have confidence in your numbers. So definitely take a look at the year-end cleanup class that was on February 2nd. Again, the link is in the chat maybe, and if it's not, go to royalwise.com and click on the calendar.
And you might have to go back a month because it was just last week, but you can still go back and still enroll.
We're still in this month.
Oh, still in this
Still
month?
in this month. Yeah. No, I'm not going to make it that hard.
Wait, is it February already?
It is already and still.
What happened to January?
I know, right?
So it's the 3rd.
Yep. And we missed, and yesterday was 2/2/2022. Yesterday.
It was 2/2 Wednesday.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. Not all jokes are good ones.
So I've got an event coming up I want to invite everybody to. Not all jokes are good ones. That's adorable. That's really nice.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So, hey, everybody, about 2 years ago, this thing happened. I don't know if anybody remembers, but quarantine hit and everybody got locked in their homes for a little while. And the minute that happened, I started giving free Zoom classes. In the first 3 weeks of quarantine, I taught over 200 plus people how to use Zoom so they could stay in touch with their relatives and their family and their friends and all of that. I also did a how to host your own meetings class. And it feels like it's been about 10 years now, even though it's only been 2. So tomorrow I'm doing my feels like 10-year reunion, Zoom reunion. Anybody and everybody's invited, whether you came to my free Zoom classes at the beginning of quarantine or didn't. It's kind of a social event. It's kind of a training event. We're going to be talking about Zoom and giving some tips and tricks, sharing some war stories, or hearing kind of the funniest thing you saw on Zoom in the last couple of years. I got some doozies. I got some great stories about hosting parties and things that people have done. I'm going to be giving away some door prizes, giving away some free class coupons, giving away, anybody that comes is going to get a 10% discount code to anything you want to buy out of the Royal Wise OWLS portal. So even if if nothing else is an incentive, come and just get your 10% discount coupon, check in with us, and then hear about what I'm doing the end of winter and the rest of spring. Just to mention some of that here real quick, my class curriculum is coming out. I'll be doing my Mac OS All the Basics courses, Mac OS file management. I've got a 5-hour photos course on how to use the Photos app on your laptop or desktop. Very comprehensive. And then I'll be doing my iOS, like my iPhone, iPad classes, the basics, and also some more advanced stuff on iPhone, iPad training. And I'll tell you, everybody thinks, oh, I know, I use it every day. There's nothing for me to learn. I will literally go over under on people that you'll find 3 things out you didn't know. There's always going to be something that you didn't know that it can do. You don't know what you don't know, but we know what you don't know. How about that?
Most definitely. I mean, I love these classes because it really does dig into the nooks and crannies, and I get used to doing what I need to do all the time, but sometimes I don't even realize that there are new features there. So I even take Jamie's classes for iPhone and iPad.
I'm going to tell a quick little story. I'm normally doing my Apple happy hour right before this with my silver and gold students. It's just 1 hour, kind of like question and answer and stuff like that. And today we got into some great conversations that were like little tidbits that are in my classes, but you'd have to watch the whole hour or 2 just to get this one little solution out of it. And so the people that are members that are in the community can come and spend an hour with me and just rapid fire questions at me. And we covered all sorts of like little things like the sidebar in mail and how do I deal with folders in this situation. And I'm like, yeah, that's in this class, but it would take 2 hours to go through the class to find that one little nugget. So that's the benefit of membership, right? Mm-hmm. Come and join the community, get access to the experts. That's what we are all about.
Yeah. All the silver and gold members get an hour meeting every month where you just get to pick our brains and ask questions. And it's a great opportunity to get a little bit of hand holding.
I was wondering why my brain hurt right now. Yeah, they've been picking my brain for an hour.
Yeah. And speaking of little tidbits and tips and tricks, I have two other things to announce. One is on March 16th, Linda Artisani is going to be joining the Royal Wise Owls as our guest instructor. And she's going to be doing a class on QuickBooks Online for law offices featuring trust accounts. And I've had a couple different people ask me about how to do that. And so I'm really, really happy to fill in that hole in my library. That trust accounts definitely are their own workflow. And
Oh, that's when you put your money in a trust.
Yeah, so you put
Okay,
your money in. So
totally
you're
didn't get that when you told me. I was like, well, don't you trust all your accounts? I don't.
Exactly. So
Okay,
trust accounting basically means that you're holding somebody else's money for a period of time in a whole separate bank account. And then so you have a bank balance, but then you have to actually make sure that that matches the amount of money that you've tracked for that client. And the two don't talk to each other. So there's a specific workflow for making that happen.
And quite inheritance also often come through trust, right? And people have a trust that's in their name that they're.
It's a little bit
different
little
kind of
bit
trust.
different, yeah.
Hey, I'm learning. Hey, I'm here to learn. I love it.
Yeah. This is more like law office trusts.
And what else is coming up on your calendar?
And then the other thing is I was looking through some of my classes and I realized that I haven't taught my Microsoft Excel class since 2019. And Excel hasn't really changed that much, but our production values have changed a lot. And so I am going to reteach my Learn Excel in 3 hours flat class in March, my intermediate Excel formulas and functions in April, and my pivot tables class in May. So you can sign up for all three of those classes. They're 3 hours, 3 hours, and 2 hours. So it's 8 hours of material, or you can even sign up for the whole bundle and take the whole kit and caboodle at once. And so I'm super looking forward to revisiting that content.
Bundle and save.
Yep.
Come by tomorrow and get a 10% coupon on that, even if you want.
Oh, there you go.
Good. Yeah. Did I just let the cat out of the bag?
I think that's a great cat to let out.
Or the cats.
The cats, yes.
As it may be.
I was going to make that.
Oh, I beat you to it. And then one other class I know after Excel you're doing.
PowerPoint.
Everybody loves a good presentation.
Unless they have to sit and watch one.
What? Wait a minute.
Well, so my goal is to make sure that if you're giving a PowerPoint presentation, that it's not boring and you can capture attention. So I give you lots of best practices and some fun animation tricks.
If you've been watching Peacemaker and you want to be able to do what John's doing in Peacemaker, come and take this class, and then Peacemaker will make fun of you for it too.
There you go. All right. Well, that's all I got.
I feel really good about that. I think we did some fun stuff. We talked about our calendars and invited to people to some events. So with that, I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
And thank you for joining us here live in the Owl's Nest. We'll
see you in class.
See you in class, everybody.